Hope you all are doing good. We are back in this yoga series. Thank you for joining us. My name is Shraddha, and here with us we have Shreya. So again, today I will be instructing, and Shreya will be demonstrating. So before proceeding ahead, let's start the session with opening prayer. So gently fold your hands, close your eyes. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sah Veeryam Karvavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Gently rub your palms. Make a cup shape of your hand and place it on your mind muscles. Yes. So let's get started. Till now, in the last 4 days, we have covered different type of breathing exercises or breathing techniques, different type of standing, sitting, supine and prone asanas. And yesterday we talked about different type of namaskaras. That is Jai Namaskara in terms of Surya Namaskara and also Moon Namaskara, right? So today we'll be talking about the various type of breathing exercise, and these are actually different from pranayama. And later, at the later stage, we'll be seeing the meditation, how a beginner can practice meditation. So before proceeding further, let's try understand what breathing exercises are exactly. So basically, in our day-to-day lives, we are so much indulged that we actually forget to breathe right. Wrong breathing rhythms, speed creates a lot of haphazardness on our breath, right? So these breathing irregularities create a lot of deficiencies in our pranic imbalances. So correction of breathing patterns is very important. It is one of the most effective ways in which a lot of problems can be cured, especially which are related to breathing problems, especially in children or any kind of grown up, right? So breathing habits also creates a balance between sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system. It creates a balance between physique and psychic. It's a bridge between our mind and body, and it creates a balance between our conscious and subconsciousness mind, right? And through our volunteer exercises, we'll be trying to breathe rightly. So, which will be at later point of time will be inculcated in our involuntary methods, right? So let's see what are the objective of breathing exercises. Breathing exercises or breathing right brings all the lobes of our lungs into action. It normalizes our breathing rate. It makes our breathing uniform, continuous, and rhythmic. Right? So let's see what are the principles that are involved in regularizing the breathing. Especially, it helps in increase and decrease in breathing rate, developing awareness of breathing through the movement of different parts of the body. So I have a special tip for the beginners. Emphasize the movement of hand, legs, abdominal or thoracic muscles as needed in each exercise. Learn the correct movements that will be teaching you. Use in and out instructions in the mind. For inhalation and exhalation, emphasize on full breathing each time. And the third point is synchronize breathing with corresponding movements. Initially, the movements will be faster to cope with higher breathing rate. As progress is made, the movements will get slower. You can feel these changes as we are proceeding forward or ahead with each breathing exercise. As progress is made, the movements will get slower and slower. Feel the movement of air filling and emptying the lungs. Develop an awareness of breathing. Close the eyes and repeat all the breathing exercises for a few rounds. So we'll be starting first with the sitting breathing. Again, in breathing exercises, there are in each category there are certain breathing exercises. Like there are some breathing exercises in sitting position, some in standing, some in supine. Right. So we'll be mostly covering today sitting and standing. In sitting, we'll be talking about tiger breathing and shashanka breathing, and let's see how it's being done. So first we'll start with tiger breathing. So you have to sit in Vajrasana. Shreya will be demonstrating you sidewise so that you can understand how the final posture looks. Yes. So once you are in Vajrasana, you have to take measurement, that is one arm between your knees, both the knees. Make sure the gap is equal between both your knees, and then one hand completely and one palm distance. Yes. So as you can see that Shreya has come to the posture from where we'll be starting our technique. Make sure that your feet, your legs and your hands are in, or palms are in straight line. So just check once from both the sides that it's in the same line. Right. So with inhalation, you have to look up. And as you can see, there is a concave which has been formed at the back. So this is with inhalation. With exhalation, you have to bend down. And again, there will be a hump which is being formed at your back. So you have to actually try to touch your chin to your chest. So we'll be repeating this 5 times, and it is also a really good exercise for your spine. Inhale, look up. Exhale, down. Make sure you do it slowly and gently. Your breath and all the movement should be in sync. Inhale up. Exhale, look down. Inhale up. Exhale, down. Inhale up. Exhale, down. We'll be doing it for 2 more rounds. Inhale up. Exhale, down. Inhale up. Exhale, down. Done. Now you can bring your knees closer and relax in Shashankasana for a few seconds. So this practice is really good for the people who are actually also suffering from backache related issues or spine, especially who are facing spondylitis or cervical issues. So it's really helpful. Okay, now let's move to Shashankasana. So again, you have to come to Vajrasana. Make sure when you are in Vajrasana, you are sitting on your heels. And when you're sitting on your heel or your knees, your legs are not flattened on the ground. That is, your back should be, or your hip region should be completely on your heels. So now bring both your hands behind. So when you're bringing your hands behind, you have to make a fist of your right hand and hold that with the left hand, something in this way. So Shreya, can you just show to our audience how it's being done? Yes, right. So this is how the hand posture will be. Inhale, look up. With inhalation, you have to look up by moving backward. With exhalation, slowly you have to bend down. It has to be as slow as it's possible. And when you're bending down, you can feel a little dizziness. So that is the reason it's very important to close your eyes. Otherwise, you'll feel a bit dizzy when you're coming towards the ground. Inhale, come back. Slowly. Exhale, bend down. Make sure your movements are continuous. It's in coordination with your body, mind. That is the whole point that we are doing this exercise for. Inhale up. Exhale, come down. Inhale. Exhale, come down. When you're coming down, it has to be slow and you have to touch your forehead to the ground. Inhale, come up. We'll be doing last 2 rounds. Exhale, bend. I hope you are following us while practicing this. Inhale, up. Exhale, bend down. Inhale, you can come up and relax in Shashankasana. Release your hands with exhalation. Yes. So if you practice both these exercises or both these breathing exercises every day, you can actually feel a lot of difference in your breathing patterns. And also, regular practices of these breathing exercises will help you in curing of a lot of breathing related issues. And especially in the COVID time, this is very much helpful when one wants to increase their immunity or boost their immunity. Right? Okay. Now come to normal position. So now we'll be seeing some exercises, breathing exercises with standing. So come to standing position. Yes, this is Tadasana, where your hands are next to your thighs and legs joined together. So first we'll be doing hands in and out breathing. So bring your hands forward, shoulder level. Make sure that they are joined. Both the palms are touching together in front of you. Yes. Not too up, not too much down, just at the shoulder level. With inhalation, take your hands back as much as possible. You can feel your lungs expanding. With exhalation, bring it back. It has to be slow as possible. Inhale, take your hands back. Slowly. Exhale, bring it forward. Inhale. With inhalation, take your hands back. Exhale, bring it together. Inhale, take your hands back. Exhale, bring it forward. Inhale, hands back. We'll be doing 2 more rounds. Exhale. Join it together again by bringing it forward. Inhale. Exhale. Last round. Inhale. Take your hands back. Slowly. Yes. Exhale. Bring it. Join it together. Now slowly you can release your hands and you can relax in Shitla Tadasana. Yes. So again, it helps a lot with the expansion of lungs. If you practice this, this is another observation which I have. When I started practicing it personally, I was not able to actually hold a lot of breath. But with the regular practice of these breathing exercises, now I'm actually able to hold a lot of breath for a longer duration of time. And even while chanting Omkara, I can say Om for a longer time. So yeah, these are the slight things which you will be only able to understand or recognize only when you are aware of things which you are doing and you are completely aware of the changes that is taking place in your body, physically and mentally. Okay, let's move to the other exercise. It's called as hand stretch. So bring your hands to your chest, interlock your fingers. Yes, and you have to relax your shoulder completely. Just collapse and relax it. Yes. Now, with inhalation, take your hands to the front. And make sure when you're taking it to the front, your palms are facing outward. With exhalation, bring it back, palms inward. And again, your body will be collapsed, especially the shoulder part. Inhale. Take your hands out. Exhale. Take it back. Inhale out. Exhale back. Make sure that it's slow and it's in coordination with your movement. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last 2 rounds. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now, just one thing, hands in and out, hand stretch breathing exercises have 3 variations. So this was one variation. When you are practicing this, make sure you practice all the 3 variations. So we'll be moving towards second variation. So with inhalation, you have to take your hands above your forehead at 135 degree. So inhale, take your hands up, yes. Exhale, bring it to your chest. Inhale up, exhale, down, slowly. Inhale up, exhale, down. Inhale up, exhale, down. We'll be practicing last 2 rounds. Inhale up. It's slow, rhythmic, and with coordination with your hand. Exhale, down. Inhale up, take your hands up at 135 degree. Exhale, and bring it down. Right. So again, now we'll be taking our hands exactly above our head, that is at vertical position. So with inhalation, take your hands up above your head. Yes. Exhale, bring it down. With inhalation, take your hands up. So make sure when you are doing these movements of taking your hands in and out, your inhalation and exhalation should be along with the process. Right? With exhalation, bring your hands back to your chest. Slowly. Right. Inhale, take your hands up. Slowly, gently. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, take your hands up. We'll be doing last 2 rounds. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, take your hands up. Exhale, bring it down. Yes. Now you can release your hands and relax in Shitala Tadasana for a while. Yes. This is the relaxation position. So as you've seen, we have demonstrated 4 different variations of breathing exercises that we do. One was tiger breathing, one was Shashank breathing, one was hands in and out, and the last one was hand stretch breathing. Shreya, you can sit down. Yes. So these exercises, when performed regularly, I've already mentioned there are a lot of benefits. There are immense benefits that you can actually feel. And I would request you to please practice it on the daily basis. At least you can practice 2 of them if possible. And you can practice depending on the time which you have for around 5 minutes to 10 minutes. So minimum, at least you should practice for 5 minutes and try to perform at least 10 to 15 rounds, right? And when you're doing it, please make sure that it's continuous. You have to follow the process of exhalation and inhalation along with the movements of your hand. It's in synchronization with your hands, right? That is the whole process. So that we make our breathing more rhythmic, continuous and uniform, which will help us in curing different elements of our body, right? So now we'll be moving to the meditation part. Right? So I'm sure that a lot of you might have heard about meditation already and you know what meditation is. But still I want to talk about meditation before jumping into the process. So when you meditate, you may clear away the information that is being overloaded for a period of time and that has been compiling in our mind for a longer duration of time every day, and which ultimately leads to stress. And there are immense benefits of meditation. So I would request you to practice meditation at least for 5 minutes. And we say that we don't have time, but we can actually take 5 minutes from our daily routine to practice these exercises, which will actually lead us for the mindfulness and a healthy living. So some of the major benefits of meditation are that it helps in gaining a new perspective on stressful situation. Especially people who are working on a day-to-day basis, they feel a lot of stress. So meditation is very much helpful for them. It helps in building skills to manage your stress. It helps in increasing self-awareness, and we can actually focus on present moment. A lot of us we actually are not in the present moment. Either we'll be thinking too much about the past or the future, which is not in our hand. But we actually loosen the time which we have in the present. Also, it helps in reducing negative emotions. So negative emotions are the one which actually builds up and then leads to stress. So yeah, we need to remove that as well. It increases our imagination and creativity, and it helps in increasing patience and tolerance level in our mind. Right? Meditation might also be useful if you have medical conditions, especially one that may be worsened by stress. It is really helpful for anxiety, high blood pressure, high BP, sleep problems, tensions, depression, headache, migraine, insomnia. So, a lot of things. So, there are a different type of meditations that people practice, and you might have heard about a different type of meditations. So, I'll just name a few. There are guided meditation, mantra meditation, mindfulness meditation, cyclic meditation, which involves asanas as well. So for a few times we practice asanas and then meditation, then we practice asanas and then we do meditation. Also, there is something called as deep relaxation technique, quick relaxation technique, or instant relaxation technique. So today we'll be talking about mantra meditation basically. Yes. So sit in a comfortable position. You can adopt chin mudra on your hands. Close your eyes. I hope that you will be following us, right? So we'll start. We'll do pranayam for a while, and then we'll move to the meditation part of it. So first, close your eyes. Focus on your breath for a while. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now we'll do 5 rounds of Bhramari. This is, if you are curious that why are we doing pranayam, this is because a lot of people, even when they are sitting physically in this session or even in any classroom, or even if they are attending any kind of session, or even if they are practicing on their own, their physical body is present but mentally they'll be somewhere else. They'll be thinking of different issues or different problems which they are facing in their lives. So pranayam is very important to bring their complete attention, complete focus in this session, and they have to be completely aware of the things which they are doing. Otherwise, there is no point of doing this, right? If you are not aware of it. So we'll be doing Bhramari so that you are completely aware of the present time that you are in. So adopt Shanmukhi Mudra on your face, thumb on your ears gently placed, and 4 fingers on your face. Now roll your tongue and place your tongue on your upper palate by rolling it with inhalation. And when you are exhaling, make sure that you are chanting Na. That is Nakara chanting, N-A, Na. So let's start. Inhale. 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 Last 2 rounds. Inhale. Inhale. Now gently remove Shanmukhi Mudra from your face. Don't open your eyes, just close your eyes. Yes. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. You can focus in the current moment with inhalation and exhalation. Breathe deeply. Bring all your awareness to this session. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now we'll chant 3 rounds of Omkara. Inhale. Inhale. Last round. Inhale. Now you can see and feel Omkara. You can feel the vibrations of Omkara across your body. You can feel the positivity in your body. Don't open your eye, just keep it closed. Now, slowly start chanting Omkara in your mind. Make sure when you're chanting, it's very fast. You can feel that you're chanting Omkara continuously in your mind. If you're getting any disturbance, then please increase the chanting of Omkara and make sure between two Omkaras there's no gap. It has to be continuous in order to avoid any kind of disturbance. Now slowly you can feel that you are out of your body consciousness and slowly you are moving towards your inner self. As you're chanting Omkara, you're slowly connecting to your inner world. You keep on chanting. You can feel that your body is light. You're full of positivity, energy, happiness. As you're moving inward, keep on chanting. You can visualize Om in your mind. You can see Om in your mind. And you can feel connected with Om as you're practicing this. Slowly you can see that all the thoughts which were creating a lot of disturbance early are now slowing down. There is no disturbance. Slowly you are able to forget all your problems, stress, tension, and you are able to relate more with Om. You are looking towards your inner self and you are going deeper and deeper with the help of Omkara. Now slowly you can slow down the chanting of Om Japa. Now slowly as you're slowing it down, you can visualize that the gap between two Omkara is increasing. And you are being diffused along with the Om chanting. So you can see that the gap is being increasing and it's keep getting increased. Again, you can visualize Om in your mind as you're chanting Omkara slowly. The gap between two Omkaras is continuously becoming wider and wider. Now slowly you can visualize that you are diffusing into silence. The place where you have reached is completely silent. It's happy. The place is full of bliss. serenity. You are far away from all the worldly things, from all the stress, tension, and anxiety that you have been carrying with yourself for long. You are in peace with yourself. The experience of inner silence is taking you from 3D awareness to perceived awareness. You have reached beyond the limits of your body. You can see that you are limitless. You are a part of universe which is great beyond any limits. You can see that and feel that you are limitless. You are infinite, just like universe, just like Om. Now you have lost in the depth of silence. You can see the waves of Om as you are in the silence of ocean. As you are in this ocean of silence, you can feel the waves of Om in front of you, and you are getting lost in those waves. And you can feel that you have never been so happy as you are now, finding this peace, silence. This silence is the zone of all the creativity, imagination, power. And when you are back to the real world, you can find that all the problems which you have are solved. You have the solution to all the problems within yourself, which you have been looking for outside. Now slowly you can visualize that an Om from a wave is coming towards you, and it has been diffused in your chest with your heart. Now through your heart, the Om is spreading throughout your body. Your each cell is revived, rejuvenated, is energized. You're feeling amazing. Remain in this state for a while as you're enjoying this. You're feeling much calmer than before, much happier than before. When you'll be back to the real world, you'll be not angry, not irritated. You'll be much more peaceful, happy. You'll be more acceptable to the real world. Now slowly, we'll be coming back how we have went inside our self. Slowly, we'll be coming back to our body consciousness. Visualize yourself coming back through the same steps as you have gone. You can visualize that you're coming back step by step, and slowly you're gaining your body consciousness. Now you have gained your consciousness, but this time when you're back, you're full of energy, enthusiasm, calmness. You can feel that each cell in your body is energized. You have all the solutions to your problem. Your mind is balanced, your body is balanced, you have better coordination. Now gently give movement to your toes, gentle movement. Give movement to your fingers. Move your head right to left slowly and left to right. Now we'll chant 3 rounds of Omkara. Inhale. Om. Inhale. Now gently rub your palms. Give a nice massage to your face, your neck, your shoulders, your arms, your hands, your back, your hip, thighs, knees and legs. Now slide slowly. Open your eyes in front of your hands and look at your palm slowly and gently. Yes. Now slowly you can release your hands and relax. So we are done with mantra meditation. I hope if you are practicing along with me, you would be feeling much more silence, happiness, full of bliss and energy. Your mind will be more calmer than before. So these are some you can actually you can actually get some of the instant results immediately. And if you start practicing this or any other kind of meditation on the daily basis, you can seriously see the improvements in your body, in your energy levels, and also in your stress level, basically. Yes. So you can also see the difference in the kind of thoughts that you're giving, that you're getting. So there are a lot of benefits, and I think I would not be able to tell the complete benefits of meditation. It's one's duty to understand by practicing it regularly, right? So by this, we have reached to the end of our session. I'm really happy to complete this 5 days yoga series, and I really thank you for being a part of this yoga series. And thank you for joining us. Shreya and I are very happy to assist you and help you as much as we can and impart this knowledge of yoga through us using this platform of pure prayer. Right? So if you want to take one-to-one sessions of yoga or general yoga sessions, you can get in touch with Pure Prayer and they'll help you in connecting you with me. So meanwhile, please practicing it. Stay happy, stay safe. Please practice and be healthy. Namaste.